Hello there, everybody. Welcome back. More Slay the Ascension. Let's go silent today. Let's go silent. We've been doing the freaking Ironclad for forever at this point. Let's go silent. Let's see if we can make a silent run work. Ascension level 4. Dude, look, I'm not going to be the cocky one. I'm pretty confident in my abilities to beat the level 4 Ascension. I mean, it's just like, it's a very easy Ascension level to do. I will take a Cloak and Dagger because I think that this is, in fact, a very, very good thing to have. I have no reason to take Warp Tongs, though. I think that Warp Tongs is just okay. I don't think it's anything to get too worked up about. I will take a Footwork, and then I think I will kill a Strike out of this deck, just because a little bit of Dex makes the world go around, is what we're going to say there. We are still on track to get our free elite fight here. Choke is a pretty interesting card for us here with the Cloak and Dagger neutralize action. We could probably get good damage out of it. Let's take it, and let's maybe see if we can build around a pseudo Shiv deck. Let's transform a Strike here and deflect. I mean, it could actually end up being very good for us. I don't think it's going to be too amazing, but it could be okay. Let's do our best here to make sure that we do not take damage in this fight. We really should not, and this puts us in a pretty good spot. I actually like the initial set of items we have here, and I think that another Cloak and Dagger fits in the deck just perfectly fine. I will remove another Strike from my deck. We keep on adding some attacks in the form of also being defense. And because we're so good right now, I think that we're fine to take this fight here. It's a terrible, terrible start to the fight. You're really banking on some heat coming out on this turn, which I suppose you are going to get a little bit of heat on this turn at least. Yeah, I'm going to do this. I mean, in the end, this does net us a good amount of damage, I feel. We take damage, obviously, but that's the way of the world, dude. We can get out ahead. The goal is that we hopefully, like, kill him on this turn. I don't necessarily think that's going to happen, except it totally will. We're fine. Okay, you know what? That fight went beautiful. I got no issues with that. Wing Boots is an intriguing thing for us. I don't think that any of these are necessarily going to fit into our deck in an appropriate way. Happy Flower, not the end of the world. Give me a Smith opportunity. So Choke obviously has intriguing benefits, but I think these Cloak and Daggers for the extra Shiv, it's an extra 4 damage. It is simply just better for us. I think I'm going to go for the shop. We're going to throw in... We need damage in this deck, for sure. Let's kill a defend. And I'm good on that front. I mean, I have to be good. Then we're going to fight these guys. And they're going to be an issue, I think. But they're not going to be that bad. Just a wee bit bad. We lose out on the beautiful benefit of Choke here, which I suppose I did not necessarily think about, but I'm not gonna sit around and try to make something weird out of the situation. I'm just gonna say that I messed it up, and I'm allowed to make some mistakes. Although I still don't think it was necessarily a mistake. I mean, we're sitting fine in this fight, and the extra dex just makes these guys so much more kind of just simplistic to fight, I feel. This fight as a whole is a relatively simplistic fight, because a lot of it is just repeatedly... You know what? I'll take the 2 damage. I think that that's a scenario I'd rather have the Daze get kind of knocked out of here than discard it. We'll take the 2 damage. It's all good. But kill this guy on this turn. That's the first good start. It's not going to happen, but would have been nice. Wouldn't it be nice? If we could kill this man right now. Look, I have no idea who that song is even by. I'm just going to say it as it is. So we are going to be in a situation once again where I take 2 damage because I played Choke. I once again stand by it. That time I genuinely just wanted to play Choke because we need the damage. We want to knock through these guys. ASAP. This is a time where I will kill a Daze to take no damage because there's a pretty decent chance we just kill this dude on this turn. All right, good talk. There's a pretty decent chance we kill this dude. on this turn, you're very, very lucky you pulled a Shiv there. Okay, so Prayer Wheel, I'm not actually all that interested in that. I am interested in Bullet Time, and I think that Bullet Time does work surprisingly well for us here. I'm going to fight this guy again. This would have been an awesome time to draw Bullet Time, but it's actually still going to be very good for us. We put in 32 health on him on that very first turn. Not bad in the slightest. Now, this is a scenario in which you don't love to take 4 damage, but you're going to do it even though he gains the strength just to get yourself a little bit ahead here. Now, you want a Bullet Time, Choke, Strike, Neutralize, Defend. It's worth it to play the Defend because you get the extra benefit out of Choke. And basically, as long as you don't die on this turn, you're going to be set. So let's actually ensure that we do not take damage. He should die via a Cloak and Dagger. Good enough. We went down a little bit. Unseizing Top is a very, very interesting card for us here. I also don't think I like any of these in our deck, so that's okay. I'm not going to jump around much more. I'm going to fight this dude and kind of move on, and I think that popping the regen here is fine, although we are fighting the Hexaghost, so it's not necessarily a phenomenal idea for us to go about things in this manner, but I think it'll be fine. We'll regen enough to feel good about the fight without giving him too much health. And I'll be honest with you, he will probably just die from that. Okay, so the regen definitely was not a great idea. I think the 0 cost cards are where we want to be. That's where I wanna be. 0 cost Beverly Hills. Okay, look, it didn't really work the way I initially intended to. Cloak and Dagger is a good thing to upgrade. However, is Choke actually a better thing to upgrade? Or is Escape Plan a better thing to upgrade? I like Choke. I like Cloak and Dagger more. I'm going to be honest. This is slowly becoming a deck that we are heavily relying on Shivs to bring us kind of our happy spot on this one. That was a pretty weak start to that right there. This is a good time for us to do this, followed by this, followed by this, followed by this, and then I will, in fact, play this. Unseizing Top, obviously, does or does not work with Bullet Time is the question of the hour. I believe the answer is it does not work with Bullet Time. If it does, in fact, work with Bullet Time, then boy, the run's looking like real friggin' sweet, ain't it? But I don't believe it does. Unseizing. You do know it's there. Don't botch this one up. Now, this is gonna suck here because you're in a position where the burn is gonna ruin the unseizing action. But that's all right. Little deflect, little neutralize. Shivs for days. We are not doing enough damage right now. That's the #1 concern on my front. 4, 4, 4, 4. Like literally, like barely any of that hit him. I'm gonna put up the block, but it worries me immensely. Here's the extra energy. It's a big turn for us. Holy crap, it's a big turn for us. So choke, Cloak and Dagger, Blade Dance, neutralize, get the Shiv going. Each one of them is essentially 7 damage coming in. We will take no damage. Never mind, the neutralize brought that down. That's what you like to see. More Shivs. Put this. We already are at the cap, so we are A-okay. We're gonna be fine. I don't think this should be an issue. I'm starting to get a little bit. There's a lot of burns in the deck, but I mean, we have ways to discard them as well, so it's less of a concern. We just got to have another good turn with choke here. I mean, you hate to see this. This is a lot of damage coming in, actually. 16. Okay, we will not take damage on this turn, guaranteed. Say goodbye to the burn. Unseizing top, but it was a strike, so no worries. Okay, choke, Cloak and Dagger. I'm not dead, so it's okay. We gotta do 27 damage to him. We do not have to do... We are not dead, although it is definitely becoming way closer than we ever wanted it to be, but he will die here, so don't fret too much. Life is good and wonderful, and we have no worries for the rest of our days. Is Phantasmal Killer what I'm looking for? Boy, I really just don't think it fits in this deck at all. That said, I don't think Alchemize does either, so I'm actually going to skip all of those. I kind of hate it, though. I do think that out of all of these, Astrolab is our best pickup, and I'm literally going to do 3. Yo, that's like literally such a good trio of things for us. Holy crap. That's a very, very good Astrolab. We're relying on Cloak and Dagger for our block a lot of the time here. And if I could get another Cloak and Dagger, I'd do it in a heartbeat. Very simple human being here. Now, we're in a great spot now. And I don't even think I really need to tell you that. I think you understand how good of a position we are in. We still need to get a couple things crack-a-lackin' on this run. He will absolutely die, which is good stuff. We have a good setup. We really do. Leg Sweep almost feels like it should always be in a deck, no matter what. And I think having the option of Leg Sweep is a good thing to have. The rest of these, not too interested. It's not a poison deck, and we don't need to force the poison deck to occur. Yo. Okay, and you're going to give me Ninja Scroll, which is fine. I have no issues with a little Ninja Scroll action. See, this is a very strange scenario for us to be in. So, like, first things first, I'm the greatest. And then a little bit of this action. Footwork. Bullet time. Okay. Shiv. I just clicked out of the game. Hello? Okay, I'm back. Guess who's back? I cannot click out of... You know what? I know what the issue is. You have to bear with me. I've resolved the issue. I can now click in this area of the screen. Friggin' malware bites, dude. Okay. Another cloak. Smack you again. Good stuff. You're trying to buff yourself. I'm going to do my best to have you not buff yourself. Unseizing does not give us if we have bullet time active. That is fair enough. We have learned the way of the world. I will appreciate it as such. Choke. Neutralize. Slice. Smack. Block. He's dead. Unseizing. No damage. Yo, when we're playing the game and we're actually doing it the way that the game is supposed to be played, life is but a dream, am I right? That was a very, very good play by us. Don't care about any of those. An upgraded Cloak and Dagger is pretty much a guarantee it will be going into my deck. I don't like the idea of fighting 2 elites on this floor, so I'll choose to fight 1. The extra dex is honestly like, sign me up. I know that, you know, I talked to Raps about Slay the Spire at times. Yo, I also think we're going to wing boots over to here. And when I told him that I was a big fan of Oddly Smooth Stone, he was like, why? And I suppose that's still hitting me to this day. That maybe the guy who is very, very good at Slay the Spire, I should listen to his opinions on things. Now, I'm going to fight this elite. He scares me a little bit, but I'm not actually too concerned at the current moment. Let's kill off this guy first. Cloak and Dagger. Okay. Give me this. He's dead. Adrenaline. Cloak and Dagger. Should have footworked first. That is my bad. I completely understand the situation. And I should have Cloak and Dagger. But now 3 decks up in like every fight is very, very good. I don't need to tell you that. It's very good. And a quite enjoyable... Yo. Honestly, kind of rude. The game gave me the best draw ever. Although when you build your deck around 0-cost cards, it makes you feel like maybe, just maybe, why can I not play you? I'm entangled. That is exactly why I can't play you. Fair enough. As long as I take no damage, you think I care? I'm a simple man. And I get that extra energy because of the Art of War that we have. Give me that defend. Give me the shivs. It's good stuff, man. This deck is very strong. It's a little unconventional, but it's very strong, and I'm having a lovely, lovely time with it. Also, keep in mind, Ascension 4, so not exactly cream of the crop in terms of skill needed to complete this game. Give me the Blade Dance for 3 extra 0 cost. I feel like the 0 cost would just benefit us way more. I'm also finding we're not really using bullet time a whole heck of a lot, which is fair. I think that's alarming. I'm going to buy another footwork, and you're going to be like, okay, Tyler, there does reach a point where too many of them is a thing. Tori is also very good. I'm not going to jump over to the elite, although I will say it crossed my mind 100%. So bullet time, does it actually have value for us here? No, because I can play everything anyway. But I have no way to discard, so in this case, it is totally fine to just bullet time. The Shiv still spawns, so if that was something you were worried about, have no fear, because we will end up fine in the end. Escape plan, beautiful. Let's get that weakness going. And then let's give me a little Shiv action, a little slice action. You take no damage. You're looking... You know, Glass Knife is kind of our big damage dealer. The only issue is it does end up being significantly worse the next time around. So you got to be a bit cautious with it, how you use it. But it's fine. Like, on Seizing Top, dude, it was a defend anyway. I got to remember that. I got to just download the mod that is Unseizing Top reminder. Just keep it on literally at all times. Okay, 9 damage. I can do 9 damage. In fact, Glass Knife can do it in a quick instant. So Blur's cool. We do put up a lot of block. Slice is obviously also cool. I will take a Blur. But we got to start to be careful. Well-laid plans is fine, though. We got to start to be careful that we're not adding too much. 22 bad boys in this deck. Look, I'm all good with rocking a little bit thicker of a deck. However, too thick of a deck sucks, man. We have a good thing going here, so we really don't want to mess that up. And I feel like we're in a position where we might mess it up if we do things in just slightly the wrong order over the course of this run. So he is dead. You are weakened. This will be an easy fight from here on out. If we had a way to just farm you for random various things, I would. But I do not have a good way to farm you for various random things, such as HP or anything of that sort. You will die to Mercury Hourglass. No interest in really any of these. I mean, Burst is always weird, but is there anything I really want to burst? Not really. Bursted... I mean, Bursted, a lot of things are good. Like Bursted Cloak and Dagger. Fine. Fair enough. I'll give you benefit of the doubt. We'll roll with it. Now, I am going to remove a basic defend. I think that we're at a point where we don't need that in this deck. I will remove all curses from my deck. Thank you very much. You're a kind soul. And a little fight action here. So, this is a very, very simple thing to do. Choke on you, and then just get her done. So pop this, burst, deflect, neutralize, shiv, shiv, shiv. This. We don't draw any cards, but both of them are down a good chunk of HP. We take no damage. You're barely even attacking. I will actually use this on you because we can kill with that. Cloak and Dagger. Adrenaline. Oh, baby is good. Is good stuff. Well-laid plans, footwork. Unseizing Top, I will retain the strike. This would have been a good Unseizing Top, too. It's a bit of a shame. Okay. You will die. Once again, very strong run. 5 decks up is a very good place to be as well. None of those are what we're looking for, and we can continue on here. I'm not going to rest. Resting is for chumps. Burst, I don't want to do this because of Survivor. I feel like we get into a weird spot with that one. So let's actually just upgrade a footwork. I would love to upgrade another footwork if possible, but this guy's a pain, and he's going to be a pain here, I think. Would have been a great, great, phenomenal turn for us to have, bullet time. Sadly, not an option. So I think you want to do this, followed by this, followed by this. Now, what do you want to do with your final stuff? I think you want to do this, and you want to do that. And that's a lot of damage that we put on him. And we could have done the vulnerability on him there as well. I think that I will do it now and do it loud. Ladies and gentlemen, make some noise. Look, where was I going with that one? It's the beginning of a My Chemical Romance song. I was part of the emo era. We all have emo eras, am I right? 25 in there, 6 decks up. We've gotten basically everything out that we need to get out, which is fantastic. I'll be honest, we're actually sitting in a phenomenal spot right now. Honestly, retain bullet time. That's fine. Now just draw everything I want you to. Yeah, so like, bullet time. This is such a good turn for this too, man, because now choke, glass knife, neutralize, cloak and dagger, shivs, strike. Oh, baby, is good. We have no issues. He will be buffing, so this is our turn to basically just smack the living bejesus out of him. Also a very good turn for Blur, because he is going to hit like a horse on this next turn. And maybe that means that we do not need to defend at all. 28 times 2, that's 56 damage coming in. It's too bad that that like literally almost does not matter at all, by the way. Because don't know if you see what we got right here, but it's 68 block. And then we have a leg sweep coming in, and he does less damage on this next turn. In fact, he does no damage on this turn. Okay. Choke. Cloak. Glass knife. Shivs, deflect. It's going fine. I mean, we literally have not taken damage on this fight. So that's a good spot for us to be in. 27 damage coming in. Still not really an issue in the slightest. 47 friggin' block that we have that we just put up like it was nothing. Give me... Honestly, yeah, give me the bullet time. I feel like we have a strong opportunity here. Especially if we pull that beautiful... You did not, but you could have. Pulling that beautiful thing known as choke. We will pull it on this turn. Well, I suppose there's a chance that we won't. Still have not taken damage, which is the insane part of this one. There's choke, and I'll be honest with you, he is so dead. I did play these in the wrong order, but he is already probably dead just from this. Absolutely. Wow, it's a very good fight, and I feel very good about this run. So Malaise is fine. Corpse Explosion is fine. 1,000 cuts. I mean, look, it's actually good for the run that we're doing. I'll try to make it work, but I don't necessarily think it's that good, okay? And Busted Crown is a must. It's a very easy solution to a lot of our issues, which a lot of those issues are just energy. And now it just makes, you know, sure, it completely makes bullet time close to worthless for our run. But there's also a part of me that's like, who cares, dude? Like, does it really matter to us to have bullet time at this point? So what gives us the best chance of survival here? Is probably this cloak and dagger. And then each one of these will do 3, so I got to hit you with one of them, and then I can smack you with the rest. You're dead now. Probably actually should have kept you alive when you think about it. So burst adrenaline, and this turn could get very stupid very fast. Let's get 1,000 cuts out there. And then just get the rest of this out there. And it's just, it's not necessarily great right now, okay? But once we upgrade that, it could actually end up being insanely strong. Because 2 damage per shiv, I mean, it basically makes every shiv a 5 damage card then, which gets, you know, you get into a much more interesting scenario at that point. And, by the way, providing the smackdown on these guys, unseizing gives me leg sweep, which is fine. The unseizing into the retain is what's making this run very strong for us. You will die, dude. What a good fight for us. So another Blade Dance. Trust me, I am intrigued, and I think I'm intrigued enough to take it. Another escape plan I'm like also intrigued about, so that's a little bit of a oddball situation. I will fight these guys to get the rare relic. It alarms me a bit, but I'm not actually that scared of this fight. So escape plan, There's the footwork that I want. Give me the cloak and dagger. Cloak and dagger. I actually needed to get rid of some of these shivs, which is fair. This is 24 damage. This is not. So I'm going to take the 24 damage. I'm also going to do this. And I don't think we need to pop the Thorns potion, but if we can just whittle this guy down significantly faster, I'd be very happy. This is another just very, very crappy turn for us. We will take 5. Well, we'll take 1 damage because of Tori, so that kind of works out okay. Let's choke this guy. And then in the process, try to get significantly more damage done on this man over here. We will actually take no damage, which is insanity. I don't know how we pulled that one off. It's very, very good stuff for us. Sadly, we do not get the unseizing benefit. Ice cream would be another very good thing to have, but I mean, this is the first time we've really felt. Wow. That is very bad, actually. There's so many burns in our deck right now. So this will actually kill him, so less concerns. But Peace Pipe for removing cards, dude, I will take another footwork. And you may be like, hey, Tyler, you gotta stop, buddy. But here's the thing. Say that to me when you're up 9 decks on the first turn. Because last thing I checked, life is pretty good. Now, we didn't end up playing 0 blocks on that turn, so the 9 decks kind of ended up being completely worthless in the end. But 33 block from 2 cards is not a bad way to live your life in the slightest. You will die on this turn from Shiv action. We do need to get a little bit of rest going on here. Okay, let's think about this. First of all, who is our boss? It's Donut Man. Fair enough. So I can go to the shop, and I think I'm going to do that. Then we can do this. We can skip the elite. I think that's a good play, actually. So Dolly's Mirror. Is there another card that I really want another of? Adrenaline is an awesome one to do. But do I just want to thin deck a little bit? Remove a strike, something like that. No, I think that having another adrenaline makes for a very, very interesting scenario. Yeah, you can have 4 gold. That's a good deal, I think. I'm going to rest, which is a weak rest. I'm not going to deny. Makes me a little bit sad that I even had to, but that's life, dude. This has the opportunity to be very, very good for us. And as I say that, I forget to play Blur. That would have been very good for us. It's my bad. I understand the logistics of the situation, and I am deeply disappointed in everybody, but primarily myself. We'll keep bullet time. We need basically all of the block we can get now at all times. So adrenaline for the draw. Nothing else draws. Give me the bullet time. And then just get this show on the road. Weakened. He's already weakened, so it's fair. We will take damage, which is so disgusting. He's such a mean man, but it was only 1, so it works out fine. And I believe that a bursted Blade Dance, I feel like probably kills him. Yeah, absolutely. Okay, not too bad. Could have been better, though. I did not mean to take that card. I was clicking way too fast, and that is massively unfortunate. Piercing Wail does not do a whole heck of a lot of anything for us on this one, but that's okay. I could remove it, but I'm going to not, and I'm going to instead get 1,000 Cuts upgraded. Just make sure that is popping off when we can get there. Catalyst for cheap is not beneficial to me. Regal Pillow is fine. These guys are actually going to be a bit of a problem, I think. But I suppose time will tell on this. It's definitely going to be weird because we have a lot of energy and a lot of shivs floating around this deck right now. Adrenaline again. I don't know how in the world we managed to basically not get any block out of this entire thing. Did I remove that many block cards from my deck? Like, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I mean, we only have 5. I suppose that's fair. I mean, another Cloak and Dagger would actually do us some justice on this run. Might as well burst that. Should have played 1,000 Cuts first. I'll be the first to tell you. There's Unseizing. And I mean, there's a chance that Unseizing ends up giving us something solid, but it did not, which is okay. 6 decks up still is not a bad place to be in. No curses in the deck. There's some benefit there. Okay, let's think this one through. Choke. Glass Knife. Escape Plan. Cloak and Dagger. You die. Good stuff. Okay. Another Slice. Don't need it. Masterful Stab. Don't need it. No combat. Duplicating a card. Easiest money I've ever decided in my life. It's a 28 card deck, okay? But it's a 28 card deck, but we have 3 Adrenalines, which is, I mean, it has the opportunity to be very, very good. I also love the idea of purging their artifacts right now with Piercing Wail. So I'm going to do that as well. I'm also going to get these out there. No reason not to. You're Buffy boy. You got to go first. It's a very simple scenario to be in. Give me... Sadly, you did not give me what I wanted you to give me, but that's okay. Let's get this show on the road. We are essentially going to be playing... Let's weaken you. We're essentially going to be playing all those. Not a problem in the slightest. You still got some draw up here as well. It'd be a good thing to do on a turn like this, basically, where you don't got crap. Adrenaline. Into draw. Okay, bullet time. Let's get Choke on you. Just continue to crank on him. This is 30 damage coming in, which is very, very not good. Burst Adrenaline. And now you got stuff to work with. You got to get 1,000 cuts out there. It's vital to our success plan. Dude, it actually, it starts to chonk them a little bit. You're feeling the chonk on these guys. 0 cost? Not a 0 cost, but look, I will absolutely carry a choke into this next situation. We also might be in good shape to kill this guy on this turn. We absolutely aren't, but we could have been, and I suppose that's maybe all that matters to me. So I am going to actually just put up block on this one, just to ensure that we do not have any Garbo effects occurring to us here. 36 damage is not the end of the world. I think that a bursted Cloak and Dagger almost always gives us good plans. Each of these shivs is essentially doing 6 damage. Keep that in mind. I mean, that went insanely well. He is dead. Yo, it's actually very good because now we're in a situation where Deca, he ain't attacking this turn. This is an easy win, honestly. I see 0 way that we could even mess this one up, and that's coming from me at this point. There's no chance of me messing this up. We just got too much block in this deck. It's a very, very strong boy. I might not even take damage anymore. I think we took damage. We took 15 damage, and that was the extent of our damage. So, boom. Blade Dance. I will Glass Knife, but I'll be honest with you. He's going to be in a rough spot after this. I wish I could put both of these in my retain. I never upgraded that, but that's okay. Bursted Cloak and Dagger. Even more Cloak and Dagger. And I would be hard-pressed to see him survive this turn. Fair enough. He will survive this turn on 2 HP, and Mercury Hourglass will kill him. It's a good run. It's a very good run. We built that one from the bottom up. It might be the first time I've ever actually built a run around Choke and had it work, like, surprisingly well. But hey, I saw what the final screen of Slay the Spire looks like for the first time in like a month, so I'm not going to complain. Thank you all so much for watching. We're back on track. Maybe we'll hop back into some more Ascension level 7, which is apparently just the cursed Ascension level for me, but that's okay. Thank you so much for watching. I'll catch you guys in the next one. You have a good day. Goodbye.